Hello and welcome, children. This is Poonam Chaudhary, and today I will teach you the chapter Communicate Effectively, that is chapter 4 in your moral science curriculum. Now, you must be wondering what teachers are doing teaching moral science, especially when you are doing online teaching. Why is moral science so important? Let me tell you, children, moral science gives you life skills. It helps you how to live your life, lead your life properly. So this is something you will need throughout your life. You understand it now, you understand it forever. So let's go straight away to the topic, which is communicate effectively. All of our existence is based on communication. You will see how important communication is. Human beings communicate with various other human beings. There is communication with God, animals, nature and plants. And the third point is very interesting. 70% of an average person's time is spent in communication. Hence, then what becomes important? Communication skills are very important and need to be developed. So, you understand the importance of communication. What I'm doing with you right now is also communication. What you receive in class is communication. What you do later on in life, whether you be an engineer or a doctor and you are giving instructions or you're publishing a journal, all of that is communication. So children, please understand, if this aspect of your life is done properly, you are successful. Let's look at the definition of communication. Communication can be defined as the transfer of information from one person to another, bringing out an exchange or an interchange. Now, if this is there, the transference or the transfer of information from one person to another so that there is an exchange, then if this is important, then good communication becomes very important. Good communication, therefore, is necessary because interchange of thoughts or information brings about three things. What three things? Better natural understanding, confidence and good relations. And all these three things are very important aspects of a human life. So communication becomes very, very important. Now we go down to the four important components of good communication. And what is that? If you will look at the screen, it is this way, the four important components. First is the transmitter. The person who sends, originates, creates information or thoughts and sends it to somebody. The person who is taking initiation in doing this, that is origination of information or thoughts. That is the transmitter, the person who sends this information. Now, whatever is sent by the transmitter is the message, the information sent by the transmitter. It could be in the form of a book, a letter, a journal, a WhatsApp message, whatever. It is the information sent by the transmitter. Then how does he send it? The medium. That is the modus of communication, through words, any means, speech, writing, telephone, internet, fax, etc. The medium through which he sends this message. Then you have the receiver, the person who receives the message, for whom this message is meant. So these are the four important components of a good communication. Now, the interesting fact here is that the transmitter can control the message and the medium, but does not have any control on the recipient. Therefore, communication becomes ineffective. Understand this, children. The transmitter can control the message. If I create a message and I want to send it to you, I can edit it, I can reform it, I can change it. I can also change the medium. I want to send it to you through Zoom app, I want to send it to you through ABP, Nanda News, whatever. So that is the medium. The transmitter can change these two things, but he does not have any control on the recipient. Therefore, if these two things are not properly managed, communication becomes ineffective. For example, TV, radio, internet, media gives you excessive information which has to be screened. Everything is not important for you and everything is not necessary for you. So therefore, then what is important then? After you get the message, After you are the receiver of the message, you will have to do three things. You will have to select, organize, and interpret whatever is communicated to you. So what if you are the receiver? You will have to take in the entire message, select, organize, and interpret. Then the communication is effective. Now this interpretation also is dependent on a few things. Interpretation depends upon every individual. That is, every individual's training, education, background, prejudice, mental makeup. All of us are different individuals. We have been trained and educated in a different manner. Background is of a different kind. We have a bias, a certain mental makeup, and certain things already that we have created in our minds. So every message is understood differently by different people. One has to keep account of this. Then, to ensure effective communication is to, if you want effective communication, you have to look at 2 or 3 things. What is that? A, ask the recipient to repeat the message. The person who has received the message has to repeat it. He should understand what is exactly meant by that message, not give his own interpretation to it. Then, the attention of the recipient should be held by making the subject interesting and important to the receiver. This has to be done by the transmitter. The transmitter should see that the message is interesting enough to hold the attention of the receiver. So we come to this point. Communication is a two-way process. Earlier it was speaking and listening, but now we are taking writing and reading also into consideration, because these 4 things are very important in communication. So speaking and listening of paramount importance. Then after that you have reading and writing in addition to speaking and listening. Look at the next data, which is very interesting. 9% of communication takes place through writing, 16 through reading, 30 through speaking, and 45% through listening. So therefore, children, listening becomes very, very important. Okay, listening becomes very, very important. Now you see here, training is given in writing, reading, speaking, but there is hardly any training for listening, so communication becomes ineffective. Only 15% of our communication are words, rest 85% is done by tone, feelings, and gestures. So what is listening then? Listening is the process of using our eyes, ears, and brain to find the meaning behind a man's word. It's just not hearing. Listening is an active process, while hearing is passive. Listening, not only the ears, it's the eyes, ears, and brains, and hearing is only the ears. So see the difference between listening and hearing. So listening is the process, is considered effective when questions are asked to get more information and clarification are needed. If you're listening and you do not understand anything, you ask questions or you need clarifications in order to be satisfied. So then you understand that the listening is taking place properly, otherwise it's just hearing. You also have to keep in mind that assumptions and prejudices bring wrong and ineffective communications. You should not assume, neither should your mind be biased with preconditioned prejudices. You should not have those biased attitudes, otherwise you will not understand a message. Listening should be done with an open mind. There should be no rigidity. The mind should be flexible and open without any bias or prejudice. A communicator, whoever is communicating, should control his emotions. You cannot be emotional while you are giving a message. And then children, good listening, good communication, good listening. What will it make us into? Better communicators, because we will become communicators sometime. You will become communicators sometime. Right now I am the communicator. You are the receiver. Then later you will become the communicators, which will turn you into managers and administration. And most importantly, it helps us to manage ourselves professionally as well as personally. So assuming, children, that you understand the importance of communication and that all of us have to communicate in some way or the other throughout our lives, let's make this communication effective. Assuming that you people are healthy, listening to your parents, doing your studies properly. This is Poonam Chaudhary signing off until the next video. Thank you, children.